Greetings and welcome back to the shop this evening. I'm taking this opportunity to show off what I won in that Snap-on giveaway in my latest toolbox tour. I pointed out a raffle ticket I had. Turns out I won. I won this nice Blue Point under hood service tray. Certainly not a terrible item to win. I don't think it's something that I would have ever bought myself, but I think it's a really cool little item. I intend on using it quite a bit in the near future. I'll let you know how it holds up. I'm not terribly impressed with initial quality, but that tends to be the way with this new Blue Point stuff. I also put some things out, do a couple things real quick, show you what I picked up, show you my favorite pry bar that I've never actually featured in a video before because it doesn't go inside my toolbox. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to start with my pry bar back here. This is Snap-on, I believe, calls it a demolition bar. It is 60 inches tall. I use it for popping joints loose, tie rod ends, ball joints, those types of things. Favorite pry bar of all time. I think it was $100. Use it constantly. The other thing I picked up from Snap-on that's a new purchase is the FC72. You can see it's a 3/8 drive in a 1/4 inch body for getting into those smaller tight spaces. Very excited about it. And then I laid out a couple wrenches to compare and contrast real quick. Apparently there was a little bit of disagreement on my last compare and contrast. I'm probably going to use this underhood service tray for any of my future demonstrations like this, so I figured I'd lay some things out and point out some key differences. Here I have all 17mm wrenches, got a Matco, an old Craftsman, an old Pittsburgh, and a gear wrench. Most of these are open-ended on one end and box-ended on the other. I don't have an open-ended gear wrench, and I don't have any Snap-on wrenches. I mean, I do, but another time. So, these Pittsburgh wrenches, they're all right for the price point. You can see this one's got an angle to it. It's not as aggressive as my 19mm, which I'll show you real quick, just for comparison sake. Yeah, the 19mm is probably taking the most abuse from this set of Pittsburgh wrenches, and it definitely shows. But 17mm is a very common wrench on a Honda. I've used all of these many times. I like the gear wrench ratcheting mechanism. Just a big fan of it. I've also noticed that the offset of the head on this end tells you which direction you're turning the wrench. Makes it real easy, real intuitive to use that particular wrench. This Matco is a reversible design. I'm not as impressed with the ratcheting head on this one. It honestly gets bound up a lot in my everyday use. Just not impressed. Let's talk about the open ends here. Hoping you can see all that. I don't like these Matco wrenches. Like I said, I might just feel some kind of way about Matco, but I'm just not impressed. This 17 mil from Craftsman has probably put in 10 times the work that that 17 mil has. And it still looks like a usable tool. Now you'll notice the head on the Pittsburghs are much thinner than any of the other comparable heads. Oh, I don't absolutely hate those Pittsburgh wrenches. They're cheap, they break, but lifetime warranty on Harbor Freight hand tools, right? And then I went ahead and I picked up this Snap-on matte and flat finish cleaner. Obviously, I have a flat black box. You can see I've used it already. It is a very effective cleaning solution, especially if you have one of these flat colored boxes. Comes highly recommended from me. So that's going to be it for today. I hope you've enjoyed this new video about my new tools and my winning of a Snap-on drawing. It's probably the only drawing I've won since Sunday school where everybody won. Thanks. Have a nice day.